And just like that, we have jumped into the third and final hour of the KNR Breakfast. Good morning to you, wherever it is that you are tuning in from. It is DJ Maporisa and Tyler ICU featuring Cubs and a Small So Drill. On this one, it is Banyana. I remember when this one was a hit. I remember when it was trending. I remember when it was doing the things that the poets say couldn't be done.
Okay.
That whole thing,
those things.
the song was doing it at that time.
Yeah, no, it was hard.
It was.
Went in very hard, very hard.
Yay, dude. 3 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock on the KNR Breakfast. And that means we have Lwanda in the building. Let's go with it.
Did Lwanda almost give his own horns? Did he? I heard you there for a second. You went almost went I heard you.
Good morning, Lwanda. How are you this morning?
Good morning, guys. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, LT?
I'm great.
You're great.
I'm great. Shout out to everybody on the live there. We see you guys.
Yes.
We see each other. And I keep looking at the screen.
We are together.
We are together. We're making partnership. We're making partnership.
Also, Lwanda, I really appreciate your presence on here this morning. And we're going to be having you every Wednesdays.
Yeah?
Asking you some, can I say pharmaceutical?
And health related. Yeah.
And health related issues. So that's to inform our listeners that every Wednesday you can be here. You can set an appointment for everything and anything that you want to hear when it comes to health related issues. Now, we're talking about men's health. It is a widespread. It's so crazy because I'm only seated with men here. It's crazy, but it's okay. I'll deal with it and I'll ask hopefully the appropriate questions. Lwanda, there has been a lot of myths surrounding the health of men, as well as misconceptions surrounding the health of men. And the one misconception that we spoke about even off air was that men don't have to visit the doctor regularly. Okay, and then you said, what makes women visit the doctor regularly? It's because we need checkups regularly. I think all the women can agree on that one.
Except there's no women in the building.
Yeah, so your word against we can only take your word for it.
Listen, for all my women out there, tell me if you regularly go on a checkup more than your guy does. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. 066-137-2723. Tell me. Lwanda, why is it that men need to see the doctor regularly?
They don't. Like I said, off air, I would think that, you have to see your dentist maybe regularly.
Sure.
You don't have to see a doctor. Your doctor, that's why you have to set up an appointment, I guess.
Yeah.
With your doctor, because it's for if and when there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Because if we're talking checkup, we have this thing where people come in and they say, I'd like to have everything checked.
Yeah.
If we have to check everything, we'd probably have to do 2,000 tests. Do you get what I mean? Like, there's no such thing.
Yeah.
You only ever really, every test is related to a suspicion. Yeah. So I have to do an X-ray because I'm looking for a fracture. I'm suspecting that this person has broken an ankle, a leg, or whatever, and that's why I'm doing the X-ray, and I'm doing it in that particular area.
Yeah.
I'm doing an X-ray of the chest because I want to check, does this person have pneumonia, TB, what exactly is going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where I will focus the X-ray. So I wouldn't say there's anything such as a checkup, like just a random checkup.
Yeah.
Except for when you are, like I said, when you get to a certain age, and that age would probably be 40, that's a popular one, to say that a person should do regular screening.
Sure.
And then we check for your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your blood sugar.
Yeah.
And we're screening for all the chronic diseases that are likely to creep up at that stage.
At that age, yeah.
You might have to check your eyes maybe every now and then. You might have to check your teeth, like we said, the dentist.
Yeah.
What else might you have to check regularly? Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things, as you said, if something rather starts, feeling a bit problematic, then you just go. I want to know about the stigma that is surrounding the mental health of men, right? Is it true that men are less likely to seek for help when they feel like they are mentally unwell?
Yeah. Men are less likely to seek for help for anything, because this needs it's a social science topic.
Yeah.
We need like a change in the community.
Yeah.
We have a society that assumes that men think they shouldn't cry. All men know they should cry.
Yeah.
What men know is that them crying is not acceptable. So if you cry, then you're going to be punished for it.
Yes.
It can be your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your colleague,
Next door
Someone.
neighbor.
a spouse. Whoever sees you at your most vulnerable moment has, in fact, has ammunition.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and they will weaponize that vulnerability. So this is not our problem. This is a society problem. That society does not look at us as human. If there's a break-in at my house and then maybe I start screaming and then I say, I'm not going to go.
This sounds like there's too many of them.
And my wife is like,
Sounds
go
like there's
have a
too
look.
many.
And I'm like,
No,
I don't think so.
you go look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then that's something that, you can possibly be judged for.
Yeah.
And it can go from, again, they're not the ngingly things, they're
Yeah.
not so important things,
Yeah.
and to like work pressure, not having money in the society, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
To very sensitive topics. But either way, there's an expectation from you as a man.
Exactly. I honestly, I respect all the men out there, and I think it comes from a knowing that the man was created first before the woman. That is what I know, and that is what I believe. And because of that, there is more expected of you. So imagine being a person created first. You are the only man in the world, and you have to figure out how life is going. You have to figure out what to eat. You have to figure out where you're going to stay. You have to figure out what your next day looks like. There's no woman in the picture. So that automatically makes you the leader of the family. It automatically makes you a provider, because the woman did come after the man. So the man he had already figured some things out. And it's like that. It never changed, to be honest. Men really do know a lot more and a lot better,
Yeah.
I feel, and the strength of men is a lot stronger than the strength of women. It is the nature of it. Yes, now we are educated.
The physical strength.
The physical strength, yes. Now we might say, no, women, we are equal. Yes, it's true. In terms of education, we are all educated and we can all do the same things that you go for education in. But when it comes to really the strength that you possess as a human being, when the challenges come to you, men really do take the hits a lot, better than women, I want to say. And then when it comes to the men that go to the gym, Lwanda, is it true that heavy lifting or like protein shakes can harm the kidneys?
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, ne? So you shouldn't do the heavy lifting. And when you don't your muscles up.
It's not, you shouldn't do the heavy lifting. You shouldn't juice. So what
Don't choose.
Don't juice.
Lift.
Yeah,
Just don't choose.
You can have whey protein. It's better than having creatinine. So to measure your kidney function, the doctor will look at something called your creatinine clearance. We make creatinine in general, and then
Okay.
people will go and then take some more.
Sure.
And kidney function is based on how much creatinine is actually being cleared in the kidney. So so the more you take is the more weight you are exerting to your kidney, and that's why using then these shakes will eventually is risking you having kidney disease or kidney failure.
It's crazy. It's crazy because
So-
yeah.
If I may. So between steroids and supplements, which one is, okay, of course, we all know the steroids are, a banned substance in most professional sports. Which one is more likely to lead you to a renal?
Yeah, so they have different side effects.
Okay.
So the steroid would have steroid-related side effects, and the creatinine, we said the biggest one is the renal function. This is a bad place to be in. We're going towards a black hole.
Yeah.
So we don't discuss recreational use of drugs or
Okay.
medicine. Yeah.
Sure.
So we only stick to therapeutic purposes,
Sure.
right? So I don't have people who come to the pharmacy and I want to advise them on how they can get
Yes,
better,
yes, yes.
Yeah.
by
Yes.
using certain medicines.
Of course.
Because then these medicines are not indicated or they're not registered for these things that they're
Yeah.
using them for. The only reason someone would have a testosterone injection is because maybe they were born with one gonad instead of two.
Okay.
Sure.
You know, and then they're not producing enough testosterone,
Sure.
and then we have to give them a shot
Sure.
and other indications
Prescribed, of course.
prescribed.
Okay.
You know, and it's not a matter of I want to go from 10 kgs to 50 kgs within a month, and that's why you're gonna go to the doctor for a script. That's not
Yeah.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get that. And really, I think what we're trying to push with this one is stay healthy. Stay healthy. If you can use all the healthy things that can produce natural muscle, do that. If you can produce a natural body, do that. And make sure that your body is regulating the normal hormones that you need to regulate at the regular pace as well. I love that we are on this topic of men's health, and we are just jumping around with this one, trying to answer the questions that probably most people have been asking themselves, but don't get the answers to. I know for one, I have a few male characters, a few male species in my life that guys, wait, like
You said
like
it, not us.
LT, like LT
Okay.
knows.
But specific, look.
Yes,
But
yes.
specific.
There we go. That don't believe to moisturize your skin.
How?
Wait.
How?
They believe that when you use sunscreen and when you use skin products, it makes you less masculine. Is that true?
We'd have to define masculinity. You are bringing like a lot of social media terminology. in
Yes?
there. Yeah.
Yes? You understand?
With what you said earlier, you know, about men being strong and
Yeah.
there's a lot of people talking about independence, which is BS. No one is independent,
Sure,
right?
sure.
If I'm at my job, I am depending on my boss paying me. If I have a business, I'm depending on a customer coming to buy.
Yeah.
I'm depending on my supplier having stock. I'm depending on the economy working. I'm depending on not there being a riot.
Yeah.
But then there's this thing, Miss Independent. There's like this thing of independence. No one is ever going to be independent.
Yeah,
There's no such
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
No one is an island. Everyone needs someone.
Yeah.
You know, and you wanted to show that, you know, men have the strength, We all have different strengths. What's really important is for us to use our strengths synergistically in a
Sure.
way then that, what's the word I'm looking for, LT?
It benefits everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Masikhawulelane.
Yeah.
Right. So goku, you were talking about masculinity. And I think again,
Yeah.
I don't know the definition to that term. I don't know
Sure.
if it means muscle volume. I don't know if it means perception that you are then being seen as a macho man. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we're saying it's about perception, definitely, you know, if you tell your friends that, man, ngisafake moisturizer, then obviously the guys are going to think,
Kajongele,
and
yathambisa le. Yathambisa le.
Hayibo, fundi,
Hayibo,
uthambise nenyawo.
Stamile fundi.
Uthambisela lolu nyawo.
Eh, ungathi uthambisa inyawo sakunxiba isihlangu nje. Masihambe.
That's the issue, though. That we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
That I don't want to go to the pharmacist or I don't want to go to the doctor and ask for something to fix my skin or for something that's going to make me glow, because then I'm going to be considered not a man in society. But as a pharmacist, you do recommend that men do that, right? Take care of your skin.
If you've got acne, maybe. If you have a dermatology problem,
Yeah.
then we have to fix it. So you've got a fungal, you know, infection, maybe vitiligo. What's this thing I'm looking for? Tinea vesicola.
Okay.
Uyayibona ezazichango babantu bafaka ne break fluid kuzo njalo
Is
njalo.
it? Okay.
Right?
So.
Athi umuntu hayi nditye tinned food and then I've got these things.
Oh,
We
yeah.
want to fix that. That's a medical condition.
Yeah,
Again, if
yeah.
you've got acne, whether you're a man or woman, that's a medical condition. We
Yeah.
want to fix that, right?
Exactly.
And that's about that. Like I said before, into oyithethayo ngoku about making the skin glow ayikho into enjalo in my world.
Thank you. You're
but
informing us women
that's-
because we believe that. We really believe that.
Yeah, but these are
That's cosmetic.
that's cosmetic.
Yeah.
That's not medical. So in my world, I'm treating a problem.
Yeah.
Or I'm treating like a not I'm treating a problem. I'm treating a medical problem.
Yeah, you're treating a medical problem. I get that. There's this ointment that my mom got from somewhere. She refuses to tell me what the name of it is. But to be honest with you, ever since I started using it, I've seen changes. You know, not that I'm someone who is struggling from eczema or stuff like that, but I think there's just some ointments that are good for the skin, not just Vaseline. Am I right on this one? Is there an ointment that I could come to you as a pharmacist Lwanda and say, Mr. Lwanda, I just want my skin to look good. Is there such a thing where you would say, okay, Lishe, I can see you've got no acne, you've got no eczema, you've got no na. I can give you something for daily use. Is there something like that?
Why are we using something for daily use? My assumption is that, you know, you just want to lubricate your skin. You don't want to be ashy.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's cosmetic products for that. But what's the goal? It's like,
What are we achieving here?
umzekelo, you know, we were talking about into vitamins the other day, and
Yeah.
is like, no, I'll take this. It's like I have to then identify that there's a deficiency here.
Okay.
Sure.
Right?
So
There's an iron deficiency, and that's why you're taking the iron. And then we see akwazi nokujonga in the blood, you know, but okay, since you started taking at this dose, yenyuke kangakanani na? Because there is also a risk that iza kwenyuka kakhulu, and it's going to cause other problems because now you have too much iron.
I see.
But then omnye umuntu is like, no, I'm just using the iron because it's gonna help me focus. Dingozeli, and then it's like, huh? Yeah,
Whereas you already have enough iron in your body.
ayikho into enjalo, you know, so abantu are just coming up with they're coming up with their own reasons to use a product. But then this is an iron supplement for someone who has low iron.
Yeah.
So ilando ke ngoku sizise kule nto ngoyesi skin yoba what's wrong with the skin and how will we know that this product is working?
Sure.
Hey man, I get really dry skin. It itches, jalo njalo. And nobody ithambisile Vaseline. By noon, it's gone. You know, what can I use then? And then maybe I start saying, okay, uhlamba ngantoni? Okay, no, lesepho uhlamba ngayo is an antibacterial soap.
Sure.
And it's actually taking away your normal flora or the good bacteria in your skin.
Sure.
Or on your skin.
Yeah.
And that's why kusenzeka lento. Let's use a soap that is less harsh. Let's maybe go for a glycerin soap. Or maybe use aqueous cream or emulsifying ointment for kuvasa.
Sure.
Sure. And then apply something that is more of an emollient. So you should actually not go for creams, because the difference between creams and ointments is that creams are water-based and ointments are oil-based.
Oil-based,
and ointments tend to stay longer on the skin. So lendo ikwazi ba blanket approach for everyone. But hey guys, nazi cream good for skin. Esitheni.
I get it.
What is wrong with the skin?
Yeah.
I get it. And I think we've cleared that out, that misconception of if I just use ladies again, I'll be good. No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
If you have a particular problem that is for you, you go to the pharmacist, you go to the doctor for what you have. For what you have, so that what you have can be properly treated. Now I know. And thank you for letting me know, because I do think that a lot of people, we just go to the doctor and we assume that they'll know what's wrong with me. I think maybe first figure out what is wrong with you, and then you go to the pharmacist or to the doctor to figure it out.
Post on TikTok, girls, Nancy Black. Yingxaki yakho le.
This is a you plug.
Wena. This thing, you know.
Now you're giving it to everyone.
For ndoni.
ndoni.
Oh yeah, no abanye abantu batheni, and you're like, guys, inani
This is what I had. This is what I had.
Why?
This is what I had.
Why?
What is going on?
Genani nan.
Why?
That's
the
crazy.
key takeaway, don't use what other people are using
Yes.
just for the sake of using it and just because you want to have a glow up. No. Go to the pharmacist or to the doctor knowing exactly what's wrong with you so that you can be prescribed what is wrong with you and what is for you so that you can heal better. Okay? And also don't go to the pharmacist if I'm not like.
Yeah,
If I'm not wrong.
that's what's up.
So go if you just want glowing skin. So go let there be something wrong with you and then you go and then it gets treated, right, Lwanda?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving us that. Now we know. Now we won't just be going, gee, no.
All
now we
willy
know.
nilly.
Now we know.
Yeah, we used to go to the clinics around 3rd and 4th year, I think, esikolweni.
Yeah.
And you get there, afika umuntu ngazokubona, you've got this nurse eceleni kwakho uzakusupervise and then you greet, you like, molo bhuti kunjani, don't. So singakunceda ngantoni namhlanje? Hey man, umzimba wami ubuhlungu wonke.
Okay.
And these people, they don't have complaints. They just at the clinic, maybe just cause bafuna ukubana bafumane iphepha likagqirha, you know?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So they're gonna come there with fake symptoms and whatever, and it's like, I don't know, like it's like such a waste of resources because because the clinic is free.
Yeah.
Akayicingi into yoba kukhona abanye abantu who actually should
Have
be
real
here.
problems, yeah.
And governance funeke amayeza.
Exactly.
With
Amayeza angawadingiyo because it's a fake cough, it's a fake stomach ache, it's a fake.
Ish.
it's a limp is low.
Bruh.
Let's not do that.
No,
Let's
let's
fix our
stop with that.
communities
Let's stop
and
with
let's
that.
fix ourselves and let's fix our countries. And knowing that when we use these resources, they're actually made for people that actually need them. And go to the pharmacist, go to the doctor because you need it, and make other people's jobs a lot better. Okay? Thank you, Lwanda, for being here with us today. We're hoping to see you again next week, Wednesday, when we dive deeper into a particular cause. Because I've noted that there must be something particular here that we're diving deeper into. I love it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. Cheers.
Yes. CSLT?
No, I'm good.
You good,
I'm good.
ne?
You know, I like just listening.
Ne?
Yeah, I like
Just
listening.
soak it in.
Yes,
soak
soak
the vibes
everything in. Soak everything in.
Remember, we are live on Facebook, so that is where you can go later and catch this conversation, which was about men's health overall, but then turned into how much it is unnecessary to go to the doctor when you don't need the doctor, and that you should go to the doctor knowing exactly what your particular problem is, okay? And don't use everything everyone is using on your skin because you've got a particular condition that is just for you, okay? So love yourself in that. Let's go to KO. It's Saito on this one. It is a banger, I will say. It is a classic. Yes, it is indeed.
Classic year 2 years ago.
Still
Stop
is.
playing. Stop playing. Stop playing.
KO featuring Sada in Black UK. It's Sete. Enjoy.